Bokassa, dictator of the Central African Republic. The best way to introduce Bokassa, just to give you an understanding, is to ask one question. And the question is, did the Parisian designer who designed his dress for the incarnation know about his alleged anthropophagy? So, did he know that Bokassa had a taste for human flesh, specifically Muslim flesh? Because, guys, you see, this is the problem. That there is a persistence, very kind of well spread, so not very known, but very likely to be consolidated rumor that Bokassa was actually some sort of cannibal, right? That he liked human flesh. Why am I saying that? First of all, let's back up. Very important is here that when Bokassa became elected, he had this very grand ceremony. So he imposed on all the servers on all the people serving in that ceremony to dress up with costumes directly from the 19th century. His biggest inspiration was for sure Napoleon, and so he dressed up in a costume that is very pompous and very elegant, yes, but also very 1800s. There were the eagles, and indeed during this ceremony, which by the way costed an amount of money that you cannot even imagine, because it costed something like $22 million in a country that is objectively poor. During this ceremony, there were golden eagles behind his back, so like huge sculptures, and there was also a Roman laurel, so all the typical symbols to consolidate power and to manifest power. It is said, and it is believed by some, and here there's a role of France that deserves and should deserve to be investigated more, but there is this idea that during that ceremony he served Muslim flesh, human flesh, Muslim specifically, according to some journals, right? But anyway, this is the ceremony. So in the ceremony, everybody, every server had to dress a certain type of clothing. Also, he wanted to be incarnated by the Pope. The Pope refused. And anyway, he had this ceremony and became like Emperor of the Central African Empire, which is like Central African Republic nowadays. Not only that, very important is to understand the background of this man. So the background is that of a father who was beaten by a French officer during, obviously, French colonization of that territory. His mother committed suicide a week later. So basically, Bokassa grew up orphan, without a father and without a mother. So he went for the option that the best solution here was to join the French army and participated to the Indo-Chinese War. He was very courageous, received about 12 citations for bravery during that conflict. And when he came back home, the best solution that he found was to start like a conflict with his cousin Dakan and seize power. And so he seized power, which is exactly when he became emperor or dictator, if you like. Now, he is very well known for certain traits that deeply contrast with others. For instance, when De Gaulle died, he was in France and he was like visiting the goal, and he knew that he would die, and he started crying, calling the goal mon père, mon papa. And the idea here is that he recognized in the goal his father. Obviously his professional father, his career father, but anyway, his father. Probably also, as we said, he lacked one, so he identified and recognized in the goal his father. So on the one hand, we have what it would seem to be a courageous man, for instance, the citations for bravery, and a sensitive man, but he's also known as the butcher of Bangui. And the reason here is that he ordered the massacre of school children. And so there are very contrasting traits, which I should say is kind of typical because it's human nature that is overwhelmingly contradictory almost. But anyway, there's a specific list of things that were found by French soldiers when the French government decided to put a stop to his regime and to his administration. And so there's a specific list that I'm gonna go and read. There were a lot of diamonds, and part of these diamonds were used probably to bribe some members of the French government. There was a huge pornography collection, 2 mutilated bodies in a refrigerator, one of which apparently was that of a math teacher, bone fragments in a drained pan, and bones that they thought belonged to more than 30 victims eaten by crocodiles. So that is kind of the picture of Bokassa that we want to leave you, right? So let us know what you think. Comment below, we'll talk some more next time with a new video. If you have enjoyed the video, which I hope very much you have, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the notification bell so you can receive every new update, and we'll talk some more next time. Bye!